My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. To support this YouTube channel, go to my Patreon link below. Subscribe to this channel. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers. And my latest books, But Her Top Secret Emails, But Her Deleted Emails, The Alwan Brothers and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Debunking the Trump-Russia Myth are below on Amazon. They will be on other formats as well. Congress can overrule the FCC vote. This is how. Battleforthenet.com. Sign up to battleforthenet.com. There are other groups as well fighting for net neutrality. I'll get to my overall point, which is that Bernie Sanders was cheated. Everything that you don't like as a progressive or liberal, if you want to save net neutrality, like I do, I don't speak about it every segment. My segments are focused on political retribution or vindication regarding Bernie Sanders being cheated, regarding the Democratic Party giving power and control to the Republican Party because it's so utterly corrupt. Even the FBI now. Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, James Comey, we know it was a cover-up. Everything I was saying since 2015 has been vindicated. Now my channel is devoted to that. But I'll read you, the FCC just voted to gut net neutrality rules, letting internet providers like Verizon and Comcast control what we can see and do online with new fees, throttling, and censorship. But we can still get Congress to stop this by passing a resolution of disapproval to overturn the FCC vote. So the FCC voted to repeal net neutrality rules. FCC repeals net neutrality rules. The Federal Communications Commission voted on Thursday to dismantle landmark rules regulating the businesses that connect consumers to the internet, granting broadband companies power to potentially reshape America's online experiences. The one thing that you can't do is let companies, excuse my language, fuck with the internet. You can't let that happen. You can't let the most powerful companies involved, whether it's Comcast or AT&T, or Verizon. The issue here is, forget about, you can go to other channels for the actual discussion, and they can pontificate, and they can talk about how the Republicans are wrong, and da-da-da. I don't want net neutrality to be repealed or dismantled, which is why, like all the other things that I wanted, I did everything possible. I wrote 100 articles. If anybody ever asks, well, what did you do, H.A.? What was your contribution? I wrote 100 articles in the Hill, the Huffington Post, and Salon. 100 published. I was published 100 times in the Hill, the Huffington Post, and Salon to ensure that this wouldn't happen. Bernie Sanders in a fair primary. At first, I thought the primary was fair. I was duped, like everyone. I just happened to think we lived in a democracy. So, we obviously don't. Ask the DNC. They actively cheated. The FBI could have saved us. I wrote in Salon, Miss Joan Walsh, had a conniption fit. She couldn't stand it. Now we have net neutrality being repealed. And had people listened to me from day one, we would have had a Bernie Sanders presidency. The most progressive presidency. It wouldn't have been the socialist presidency. He would have pushed to break up banks, which would make the country function economically better. So we don't have to worry about the next financial collapse, because we will have another financial crisis within the next 5 to 10 years, simply because the banks are too powerful. And they're still engaging in the same activity that led them, very much the same activity that led them to the financial collapse of '08. But you have a situation here where Republicans seized power. Really, they owe everything to Trump. They might not have won, even with Jeb Bush or one of their picks, because Clinton could have said, "Look, I'm just like them, but more liberal. Vote for me." She might have, but Trump defeated her. It was a populist time in American politics. A united Democratic Party would have defeated Trump. When people like me and then Neera Tanden are voting for a Democrat, when people like me and then Peter Dow are voting for a Democrat, when the Jill Stein voter votes with Peter Dow for a Democrat, the Democrats will win the election. They don't lose Iowa, Pennsylvania, Michigan, all of these. So You cheated, you lost. And now you get Republican policies. It's not that you can harp and say you don't like Trump all you want. The Electoral College doesn't care about how much you hate Trump. I stated this for a long time. You're upset about net neutrality. You should have never acquiesced to voting for Clinton. You should have done what I did and said, the hell with this. I wrote 10 reasons, 20 reasons why I'm not going to vote for Clinton. There's two types of mentalities. The mentality that you'll just fall in line, which then bolsters the DNC view that they can get away with anything, or the mentality that says, fuck you, if you cheat, you're not going to win because I'm not going to vote for you. So I don't care. Yeah, then you get the Republicans doing what they're doing now, but at least in the long run, you don't get a DNC that holds you, that grabs you by the you-know-what and controls your political future forever. If more people raised hell after Bernie Sanders was cheated, this wouldn't have taken place. There were no rules, by the way. So if more people say, well, no. Give me your thoughts below. I'm repeating myself. Thank you so much for listening.